got the doctor in front of your name.
Your story, like a significant part of your story that you wrote about in the book as well, is your marriage to the actor, entertainer, musician CeeLo Green. Yeah.
Yes, we were married for 5 years. We dated for almost 3 years. Then we got married 5 years. We had a son. And I had two daughters when we met. So he also raised my daughters
Yeah.
from 4 and 7. And now our kids, like the
Mhm.
two oldest are in their 30s. And our son that we have together, that we, birthed together,
Oh,
he turned 24 on the 30th. So all of our kids are
my
grown,
goodness.
and now we're grandparents. So we have 5
Congrats.
grandkids.
Amazing.
And yeah, thank yeah. So yeah, that was my ex-husband. It's funny because people like, do you get upset when people call you CeeLo's ex-wife? And it's like, I'm gonna be that probably to the day that I leave here, because it's a
Yeah.
fact. We were married, we're divorced. He is my ex-husband, but yes, you want to create, and have and foster your name, which is why I went back to my maiden name. It's like God said in the Bible that he will make your name great. And I wanted the Johnsons, my family, to know that your name is great. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that you know that. But yes, I was married to him for a long time. And then after we divorced, we dated for a
After
while,
the divorce, you
while off
dated?
and on.
Okay.
Um, After the divorce, because we got a divorce, not in love with each other, and yeah, I mean, in love with each other still. A lot of people, when they get divorced, they hate each other. They're fighting, they're bickering. Ours was not like that. It was turmoil, because we both, like I said, I grew up in abuse, and he grew up and went through a lot of things. So I feel like there was trauma bonding there. It didn't necessarily
Mhm.
always look the same as what I saw, but there was trauma bond. And so, but we loved each other. And so when I left, it was
Yeah.
really just me saying, this isn't healthy. This is a horrible representation of love for my children. I feel like the greatest lesson you can teach your children is how to love through the
Mhm.
way that you love in your relationships. And that's what we carry on. We see our parents, we mimic that behavior. It's not always good. And so we went through a lot. I'm talking about it in the book. I know it doesn't come out to October, you guys, and so I don't want to give too much away, but we went through so
Mhm.
much, and it was unhealthy. So I decided I'm going to go. If you're not ready to, get counsel and stay in counsel and do what it takes to keep your family, then I'm going to leave. The love did not. I left, but my feelings for him didn't change, for a long time. So we still did everything the same. We were together for holidays, Mother's Day, the kids' birthdays, Christmas, vacation. We did stuff the same way. And that was hard too,
Mhm.
because there were no boundaries, initially. And so it was kind of like, well, you still got your wife and your
Yeah.
kids, you still got your husband, and you can't. It felt
Yeah.
the same, but it really wasn't healthy because it's very confusing. Now I'm single, but he's still here. You know what I'm saying? He's single, but me and the kids are still around. You know what I mean? So it was unhealthy for a long time. I feel like now the boundaries are set,
Yeah.
but it took us a long time to get there, because it was like family. We love each other. We're supposed to still get along, and then being in the public eye, we want to set the example of us still getting along. Um, and let people know you don't have to hate each other. You can still be friends. So when I did Atlanta
Okay.
Exes, he came on and supported me, you know. And he was even saying stuff like, you're not my ex-wife, you're my continuum. Or, you know, when the laws change, I'm gonna come back and marry everybody, just little stuff that was
Yeah.
kind of like, this isn't gonna work. So over time, boundaries have been set. He's happily
Amazing.
engaged now. I'm happy for them. I think she's amazing. And I've tried to teach my kids that
Mhm.
love is an unconditional thing. So I knew that if I loved on them, including his fiance,
Yeah.
then my kids would love on them. You know what I'm saying? They would love her again, because the way that I teach love is to be it. And so, not saying it wasn't hard, it was still a transition. It's not like you wake up one day and be like, oh, it's all good. You know, we were together the other day and now somebody else is here. This is a new reality. It was tough.
For sure.
But love
for
conquers
sure.
all things.
You
The doctor in front of your name.